Okay, we're on.
We're on.
Please just stop. This is
Hello.
already your fucking third take, and
Hello.
you're still doing this accent.
Shut day. I mean, seriously.
Okay, please. You're starting to annoy me.
Hello, Governor.
Um,
What's up?
how about you ask me questions? Is that better?
What's
Is
up?
that better for you?
Yeah, let's see. How do you
Since you don't
feel?
like any of my questions,
Yeah, I'm having a hard time answering questions. I feel like I'm being interrogated.
ask me questions.
How do you feel about I'm being seriously?
How
What
do I?
episode is this?
This is this is episode 28. I
Yeah, you're like panicking. You're like,
I and I'm going on a whim because it might not be. It might
28?
be 29.
What the fuck? Wow. How do you feel about I'm being seriously here? Episode 28, 29, maybe 30?
It's not 30 yet. I wanted to do a whole award show
Award show?
on episode
What the
30.
hell? The Seriouslys?
Yes. I'm handing out seriouslys.
Damn, man. Seriously. And seriously, of the air goes to.
I'm being seriously.
Alright.
I think it's going well. I'm not gonna lie, I do get burnt out, and obviously you see, because
I
you live
do
with
see.
me.
In case you guys
So
don't know, she stays up all night editing these fucking
that's
episodes.
not true. Don't embarrass me like that. Just kidding. I do sometimes.
She stays up all night,
I, I,
perfecting
s- I
them.
stay up really late, trying to cut things out.
Cut
Yeah.
things out, cut fluff, cut, you know,
I
the
make,
shit we shouldn't say,
yeah, I cut a lot of shit that
might
people shouldn't
compromise
say.
people's jobs and shit.
Um, yes.
So you're saying you feel like you get burnt out sometimes.
I get burnt out, and sometimes I'm like, can I do this? How much longer can I do this? Because I'm freaking out if I can even do this.
Hmm.
And it kind of scares me.
Why does it scare you? And what makes you feel that you can't continue to sustain this?
I just don't know if I can continue with content. I don't want to
Um.
feel repetitive.
Okay.
Um, I've listened to podcasts where I hear the host and they constantly repeat a lot of the things that they say.
Who?
Whitney.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say Whitney. So we're talking about the
um,
same shit.
I mean, I've heard,
Different people, same shit.
yeah, I've heard Bobby say a lot of the same things too.
Yeah, Bobby will say the same stories over and over again.
um, you know what? I would say, Bloodbath is actually,
Bloodbath.
yeah.
You mean Trash Tuesday?
Oh my.
They got fucking
Oh,
season it's Tuesday.
yeah, I can't say Bloodbath.
They got season desist on a Tuesday. It's Trash
Trash
Tuesday.
Tuesday, I forgot.
Yeah, the
Um,
Trashers.
they're actually not repetitive. They're actually really good at like keeping content alive and like
Every episode's different, yeah.
different, like things I've never heard them say. Um, or if they do say the same things, it's like in a different context or like a different way.
Yeah, and they switch up their configuration. Sometimes they got Annie there. Sometimes she
Yeah, which
doesn't.
keeps it more interesting because it's like other people have their stories to
Although it
share.
does bother me when they're not all there.
Yeah, I kind of hated that Annie's been gone for a
I'm
while,
like, what the
but
hell? I
she's
just listened to
back.
Kyla and Esther. Like, they're like Annie's like she's like
She's a
the
star.
point. Yeah,
Yeah.
the not the point of the show. I mean, like,
She's just a star, like naturally. She like makes like the room funnier. She makes a
yeah,
lot of things funnier.
she's
She
a good
just
disruptor.
she brightens up things. She points out a lot of funny things.
Yeah,
Um, I like Annie.
she's
But
fucking hilarious. We've seen her live like a handful
yeah,
of times now, right?
yeah. I just feel that I can't keep it up and it makes me
Mm-hmm.
scared and it makes me a little anxious sometimes.
Mm.
But I'm still gonna keep trying and keep doing it because I
I
said
think
I was gonna do this.
I think you're doing a great job. I think if you focus less on trying to make content and just on getting used to the things that you're talking about that can get in the way of a good episode, like worrying about the flow and worrying about questions and content and like trying to organize it. Once you get used to doing all that stuff and you just get used to being you in the conversation, it'll be easy because you talk a lot
Well,
outside of the
well,
podcast.
like I was saying in the previous
You can talk.
recording that we were doing,
I know. I'm like, which recording is this now?
this is already our third take, but
I don't gotta know that.
yeah, well, I just rather be honest because I'm like, where did I say this in this one or the last one? And I'm drinking a little bit,
Oh,
so not gonna lie. I'm gonna drive home later tonight.
baby's got a
I'm just kidding.
juice. Driving. She's home right now, guys. Okay, she's not driving anywhere.
Um, I forgot what I was
We were
saying.
saying about getting used to those
Oh, right. So like I was
nuances of
gonna
recording.
say is that like in the interview ones,
Hmm.
I'm a little more stressed out because
Yeah,
I'm worried about the person that I'm interviewing. I want them to feel comfortable. I want to make sure that there's like a flow going on. I'm like concerned about time. I'm concerned about the sound,
yeah.
and there's just a lot of things on my mind when I'm doing the interviews. So that's why those aren't as silly sometimes. Or well, you were saying they're not as funny.
They're like more
But yeah, I don't think maybe
journalistic in a
yeah, I
way.
don't think they're entirely supposed to be funny. Because it's like getting to know someone's story.
Hmm.
And sometimes not everybody has a funny story.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Sometimes people are just not funny. And if you're out there and you're not funny, sorry.
no, it's just because it's like sometimes when you're sharing like the story of your life, you're like, I'm not gonna make this funny. It's fucking serious. Like,
They suck.
no, you're stupid. Um, some things aren't funny. There are a lot of things in my life that are not fucking funny.
Whoa. Yeah.
So I don't know if someone were to ask me to like interview and talk about my life, like I don't think I would think half of it would be funny and then half of it wouldn't because it like there's just a lot of and the same thing would go for you. Your whole life isn't a joke,
No,
even though
it's
you
not.
pretend it is.
I think I can laugh at all the tough shit, but I have to get through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, a
So
lot of it is not a joke. A lot of it's a lot of serious.
if I were to interview, which I already have, like you weren't laughing all the time.
You interviewed me before?
Yeah,
Yeah. When did this happen?
for a job, for this job.
Dumb for this job. You're so dumb. You didn't interview me for a job.
This job,
No
yes.
job.
This is a job.
Yeah. I think I was trying to be serious because you were being serious, so I was just like returning the energy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so it's my fault.
It's all you.
Yeah. I know you always want to keep it light and be funny and be like class clown, but
Damn, class.
some shit's
Clown. Class is
not
over,
always
baby.
funny. So if I were to ask you some questions about your life,
Yeah.
let's let's see how funny you are.
Damn, what the fuck?
Put it to the test.
Okay, go ahead.
So how was your childhood, like growing up in like elementary school? Did you ever have any bullies?
Oh my god. Yeah. I just break down. Oh my god.
So tell me about school.
Damn, my childhood. He's like all specific. Do you have any bullies? Perhaps somebody lose any loved ones.
I
Um,
just know like some of that stuff wasn't funny, so
I mean,
and I want you to be creative and make it funny because
damn. Well, I mean, like, yeah. I guess you know,
shit's not always funny.
saying shit's Greek, baby. Yeah.
Did anyone watch Black Mirror, by the way?
Oh yeah. Like, let's take it to there. No, let's get it.
Let's talk about
We'll get into Black Mirror
what's her
later.
name? Annie Murphy.
Annie Murphy from
Schitt's Creek.
Schitt's Creek. I hate that show. Schitt's Creek, not Black Mirror.
Yeah,
Schitt's Creek sucked. I can't believe you finished watching it.
I had to commit.
Oh my god. I'm just like
Everyone just
sidetracking.
kept saying it's so funny, it's so funny. I'm like, does it get funny yet?
It's not. If you think
When
that's
does it
funny,
get funny?
if you think Schitt's Creek
It was okay.
is funny and you're not like a baby boomer,
It was very background funny, I guess.
What generation are we? We're millennials? If you're a
Yeah,
millennial and you think Schitt's Creek is funny, you're not funny. If you're older than
it's
that,
a bold statement.
I make bold statements, baby. Let's
I
go.
know. It's all
Let's
you. It's
go.
all you do. Bold
Yeah,
statement.
I like to make rational, broad
Yeah, I know you do.
judgments.
You love doing that. You go, anybody that's like this, they are an idiot.
I'm not really being serious though. It's just I'm like exaggerating for the joke. It's just because I think it sucks, so I'm like trying to make it like a point. But it's yeah,
Anybody that likes Schitt's Creek. Yeah, I
not
mean,
anybody.
a lot of people
I
were
didn't really mean
saying
that.
that it was really funny, so I really wanted to like it.
It
And
just
so I
sucks.
just committed to the whole entire series because I thought it was going to get funny at some
It
point.
didn't.
And there were probably some goofy little parts that I was like, "Oh, that's cute. That's funny, I guess." But yeah, it just wasn't like it's not a go-to comedy show for me.
Friends is funnier.
Yes, actually I would agree with that
That's saying
statement.
a lot. Like
I like
Frasier
Friends.
is
I'm not
funnier.
like those people that's like buying a shirt and saying like
Friends
Friends,
sucks. What's up with that?
I'll
What's
be
up with
there
people
for
being like
you,
Friends
but
suck?
like I'm I've seen Friends in the background and it's a funny show. I like Joey, I like Chandler. Chandler Bing?
Chandler
Are
Bing.
you kidding me?
It's
He's
got
like the funniest guy on that show.
it's got its moments.
Paul Rudd was on it.
So is Brad Pitt, Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis,
Yeah,
he was a fox.
he was a fun. Rest in peace, Bruce
Rest in
Willis.
peace. Rest
The
in
real Bruce
peace to
Willis.
Bruce Willis's brain.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Bruce Willie
And his brain.
and his brain.
Rest in peace, Bruce Willie.
And well, you just stole what I said.
His brain. Yeah, Frasier's funnier than Schitt's Creek.
Anyways, Frasier. Frasier.
You ever seen Frasier?
Yes, I used to. That was my time to go to sleep.
Like this and MASH. It means it's
Yes.
time to knock out.
Cheers would come on too, and I liked Cheers, but
Cheers is funny. Ted Danson.
it was also like
Woody Harrelson.
I know, but it was also just like, okay, I think I need to go to sleep.
Yeah. Once that shit came on, you're like, this is depressing TV. No, I'm just kidding. MASH.
MASH was pretty depressing.
Yeah, what the hell? And the music?
Anyway, what did you think about the episode from Black Mirror? You didn't like it.
Which one?
The first one.
That's okay, so I just don't like how self-aware Netflix is.
Yeah.
I don't like that they've like inserted themselves. Like
They're
they
like, haha, we're funny too.
no, yeah, what is this? Like strawberry
Straw or streamberry.
streamberry. They like yeah, I don't like how they're trying to like break the fourth wall and be like, "Oh, like
Yeah.
they this represents us, and like they're like
Hmm.
this fucked up company in the show. It just I don't like it. I don't know what I don't like about it, but it something about it is just annoying.
It's just like, no, you stay.
Like what the
You be
hell?
the
It's not about
fucking
you.
corporation that you are, and let us think what we want to think about you before you insert it into our minds of what we were thinking about you.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like that. I don't like that they made themselves like this is the first episode. They're like, this is what this company could do to you.
I
Like, what
think
the
a lot
hell are
of
you
these like
saying?
young or like tech companies or just like younger companies, something like Netflix, it's still fairly a new company. Um, like I think a lot of these companies have a good time
They're like
poking
20 years old now.
fun. It's still a young company. What the fuck? There's like what General Motors, like that's a fucking
General Motors.
it's a fucking oldest company.
Yeah, that's true. I get what you're saying.
Um, so it's like 20 years ain't shit. What the fuck? I'm older than 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm older than Netflix. So anyway, like I think they have a good time poking fun at, just the future. And I think they like to kind of scare us
Yeah, but the whole
sometimes.
episode was about them.
Yeah. They made it about them.
It was stupid. And then I hate that they inserted themselves in another episode.
Streamberry. Oh, it
Yeah,
was the next episode with the fucking killer police dad.
it's definitely the worst season so far. But
Because remember the bartender, he's like, "Oh, I just wish like the tourists would come." I don't know, they're like watching the documentary
yeah,
on Streamberry.
yeah, that's true. That one was pretty crazy. Like the
It was a
concept.
crazy, like the thing I like about Black Mirror is that it's always like a twist. There's like a crazy twist,
What
and
a
it's like
twist!
I didn't see that coming, or like it's something I didn't expect, and I think that's what I like about it. I
Hmm.
wouldn't say go too far and say that it's the worst season that I've seen, because I haven't finished it yet. And I'm not just gonna go based off of 3 episodes.
We only saw three. I
We
thought we
only
saw
saw
like four.
No, we only saw three.
Okay, so far, yeah, I guess I can't say either, but so far, it's not the best one. The concepts are dope though. Like the Aaron Paul episode was really good.
That one, I already told you I had a hard time sleeping,
Yeah, that shit was
and you
fucking
just knocked
crazy.
out.
I was like,
And I was trying to cuddle with you, and you were like pushing me away. It
yeah,
was pretty hot though, so like in the apartment.
it was pretty hot. You're pushing me
We
away.
were pretty hot and steamy, but
Pushing me away. I just want to cuddle. So hot.
you didn't want to cuddle though. I was like sad. I was like, oh no, I'm scared.
Oh, babe, I'm sorry.
What if the fucking space guy comes and kills
What the
me?
hell, space guy? Fucking what the hell's his name?
Josh
Josh
Hartnett?
Hartnett.
Yeah, what happened to
You,
him?
his little eyes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about his little eyes. I used to have a crush on him when I was younger.
I think a lot of girls probably did, right?
Yeah, and something about those little eyes.
Just those little eyes.
Tell me lies with your sweet little eyes.
What the? Tell me lies with your sweet little lies. Is that what she says?
No.
Oh. Never mind.
um, yeah, so
You're talking about my childhood.
let's go back to your
Oh
childhood.
god.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my God, our neighbors are probably like, what the fuck? Our Filipino
Oh
neighbors.
shit. Shout out to the Filipino
Shout out
neighbors.
to Filipino people.
Shout out to the Pinoy people. We love you, Black Sand.
We love your
We
putas.
love you. Whoa!
That's what the dessert's called, right?
Putas worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about your childhood.
My childhood was like mostly just, you know, I was just doing paperwork.
You
Sit,
just rocking out,
I was just rocking out, doing paperwork, wearing little ties,
working at
glasses,
the office.
working at the office. You know
You
me,
were in Office Space.
baby Jess. You know
You look
me.
like you worked at Office Space.
That's like I fucking where I work now, basically.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, my
Like you
childhood
were the
was.
guy that like really liked the stapler or something. He was like,
That's me. What the fuck?
my stapler. No, just kidding. That's not you.
I'm leaving. Okay.
Yeah.
Episode's done.
Tell me about the childhood trauma,
Tell me the childhood. Tell me who touched you.
and tell me how you're gonna make it funny.
Oh
Make it
shit!
pop.
Make it pop.
Robin likes
You
his
go. I was
leaves to
gonna
pop.
say. I was gonna say that. Fuck.
Don't try to steal my lines.
God damn
Go.
it. Childhood. Um, I don't even remember being a child.
Me neither.
Shit.
You know, it's funny. I think in the last episode, I had said that, okay, so this is what my mom has told me, right? She told me that when I started school, that I didn't want to speak Spanish anymore.
Yeah.
And so I think she like planted a memory in my brain
What? False memory?
because in the last episode that you haven't finished,
Yeah.
I said that like I was so quiet and shy and I didn't communicate in preschool because of like me speaking Spanish and English. But I don't know if I remember that or if my mom actually planted that memory in me.
What? So what would be the truth?
So because
What do you think
I
truth is?
remember being little and I remember being really quiet And I remember like not wanting to be in preschool. Like I was scared and I didn't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was because of the language barrier, if there was like a severe language barrier, which I know I knew English. But my mom says that like I stopped speaking Spanish because she said that that's the language that I first spoke when I was a baby.
What?
And she said that
I don't think she remembers.
she took me to the doctor and she was like, "Why doesn't she want to speak Spanish anymore?" And it's the doctor is just like, because I don't know, she just doesn't want to. Like she started school or I don't even know,
He was like,
whatever.
"It's America, lady."
Fix your kid.
Oh my god.
So I don't know if that's something that was planted in my memory or
Damn.
if that's something I actually remember as a kid. But I do remember being in kindergarten and still being like really scared and shy, and I didn't want to talk to my teacher because she was mean and she
Oh.
would scare me.
Mm,
Yeah. So do you remember when you were
pobrecita.
in kindergarten or like preschool, as far
I
as preschool?
do.
And if you think about it, like you and I were both like really young in school. Like I was 3 technically when I started preschool.
Oh, because we're when our birthdays land.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. You were 3 in preschool. You're saying? Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I was too, because I was 4 when I was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
When I started.
Yeah.
I turned 5, at the beginning of the year. But
So I mean, even if I did speak Spanish, like I mean, I guess it would make sense because I was still a baby. I was 3.
I thought, hola, ¿cómo estás? No, no, no entiende.
No
No
entiende.
entiende.
Yeah. So do you remember kindergarten or
I
anything?
do remember kindergarten.
Okay. Do you remember preschool?
I do remember preschool too.
Okay.
I remember all the way back to age 3. But age 3 is like a
It's
probably only
blurry.
like a
You were
what?
drunk.
I was fucked up.
Uh-huh.
Age 3, living it up. Problems. Miami. Let's go. No, I have like a handful of memories from when I was 3 that I can remember. Like I remember one time being under a car and
What?
someone started the car.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
like I was tiny and I was like crawling under the car because we lived in the front house and my grandma and my aunts, both my grandmas
You're like
and
that
my
guy
aunts.
from I think you should leave.
Which
He,
one?
he he's like, you parked your van in the middle of the driveway, so I crawled under,
You can't park on the sidewalk.
and now my ponytail's stuck.
Is fucking what's his name from
Will
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 Sasso?
no
It's not, Will Arnett.
Will Arnett
No,
no
Will Arnett is the one. He's
yeah
Job.
he's Job
Who the fuck? Yeah, the guy from SNL.
yeah
He's in that show, Sweet Tooth.
anyway
Plays the dad.
he crawls under the van
Yeah, he goes in the
instead
van.
of
You
walking around.
can't park on the sidewalk. Yeah, that was
So
me.
you were under a car.
If I was baby.
Yeah,
I was baby Jesse.
baby J.
Baby J. I'm a baby J.
Hmm.
And they started the car, and I was like, oh, oh
You like Elmo?
my god. Yeah.
What did you think of that video clip I sent you, the Elmo one?
You should put the guy
Yeah.
is like, friend. What is it? Like, why
Okay,
don't your
so
friends go or whatever?
it's like yeah, mom says, why don't you invite your friends? And
You're
then
like
it
my
says your
friends.
friends and
And
it's
it's like,
like
oh, Elmo.
and he's like just smiling all creepy.
It's weird. That was a weird video. She's like, why are you staring at me like that?
I was like, I wonder if he's gonna laugh or be like, why the fuck is she sending me this?
I thought it was really funny. What do you mean?
Babe, I almost cried when they laughed. I'm
I
like,
already imagined you laughing
I
at it
was
and made me
like,
laugh harder.
I was just like at work and I was just like crying and laughing by myself. It was creepy.
It made me laugh pretty hard. I was all half
But I was
asleep.
like, I wonder if he's even gonna think it's funny or if he's just pretend sending me the laughing
Pretending?
emoji.
It's just the crying face. Oh my god.
So funny.
So
Didn't
funny.
even see it.
No, that shit was funny. I feel like we get the same sense of humor. We laugh at the same dumb shit.
Yeah, sometimes you laugh at more weird shit.
Yeah, sometimes I'd be laughing at some weird
Sometimes I
shit.
think I also laugh at like creepier things, maybe that you are like, no.
Yeah, you're kind of weird sometimes. You got like a sick sense of humor. Mine is more like weird, like laugh at shit that's not even funny. It's just like, like
Like fucking yeah.
just those weird memes.
You
It's like,
laugh at like Lois sucking like a huge dick or
what
something.
are you
Yeah,
talking
you
about?
showed me pictures
Lois
from Family Guy.
sucking. What are you talking about? I've never shown you that.
You showed me like this crazy shit where
What? I
it's like I
don't
wasn't
know
even
what she's
laughing, and
talking
you
about.
you're saying that Chris sent you things, and
Chris sends me some crazy shit. He said, "What was it? The Pringles guy with the boner?" He was,
there
yeah.
was something else. It was like a Simpsons character or like Family Guy or like.
No, you. I don't know what it was, but yeah, he sends me some out of pocket shit that is definitely
But
like.
you're always cracking up and laughing and
It's just because it's
dying.
so obscene.
You're like
Like,
dying laughing, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I know you're not laughing when I send you memes and shit like this.
it's because he sends me like the sickest, like most obscene shit. Like, it's only shit that like you can laugh at with like your best friend like that you've known your whole life.
Yeah,
Just
I
sick.
wouldn't know.
Damn, shade at someone out there. If you feel
Um,
like you've been shaded, contact this number, one
call
eight
this
hundred
number cheaters.
cheaters. Damn, remember cheaters?
Yeah, I
Fuck.
talked about it in the last episode because it's a memory I have with my dad. Like me and him
Watching
just staying up
cheaters.
late because I couldn't sleep, and we would just watch Cheaters.
It's funny. I remember like sitting at like I lived with my aunt for a little bit. I remember sitting at my table at my aunt's like,
You know what? Before like you go
what
into that
the hell? You just like
story,
cut me off?
I know, like I just
Rude
remember
ass.
watching like Nick at Night, and then it was like the good shows, I don't even remember like the good shows. But
What was the good shows? I don't know which good shows.
I just can't think of all of them. There's so many.
At
And
night?
then Nick at Night. Yeah.
All that?
No, Nick at Night.
Nick at night.
Nick at Night.
Nick at night.
Um and then so it would get to this point where Nick at Night was just like lame shows, and then that's when my dad's like, all right, let's change it up. Let's watch Cheaters.
Switch it up, channel 13.
Yeah, or like
BN
TV
baby.
Land.
Damn, TV Land's just like straight up old shit. It's like
Yeah,
Andy Griffith show.
yeah,
The Beverly
my dad loves
Beverly Hills
those
Hillbillies.
shows.
Your dad loves that shit.
Yeah,
God damn. My dad does too, like Bonanza and all that.
Bonanza. Anyway,
Bonanza.
you're saying your aunt?
Yeah, before you fucking really cut me off.
I did cut you off.
I remember just
I
sitting.
cut you off and flipped the
God
bird
damn.
at you, and I said, "Fuck
That
you."
is how you drive.
Yeah.
If you guys see a Subaru and a little pale hand sticking,
Pale finger,
little,
pale bird.
little pale bird hand, that's
Yeah,
that's my girlfriend flipping your ass off.
giving you the bird,
Yeah,
giving you something you didn't ask for.
that's a harsh bird. Um,
Okay, your aunt, your Thea.
I'd be at my tia's house, and my uncle would be chilling in his lazy boy, watching Cheaters, and I'm like eating like Pioneer chicken.
It was a good show.
It was. He would watch. He would sit there and drink a Budweiser, and he'd be watching Days of Our Lives on his days off. And so yeah, so I'd be eating like Pioneer chicken, watching Cheaters, chilling. All the fucking gangbangers in my aunt's house.
Yeah.
You asked about my childhood. It was fucking hilarious.
I wanted to ask about the part where you were bullied.
What the hell? You just like specifically asked that? Like
Yeah,
just
because
inserting the tailored question? That's
yes, because you were like, "Don't ever ask me open-ended questions again."
I was just looking around.
And
It's because you asked
so
me what my favorite episode was, and you guys didn't
that
hear
was
this
in the
part. This was another take,
second take.
but
I
I
asked,
couldn't answer what my favorite episode was because I said all of them.
and he was
And she wanted,
stumbling,
and
and he was giving me dead
okay, I
air.
gave you some dead air. But then I asked you how you felt about your own podcast, and you gave me some dead air.
No, I didn't. It's actually going to be a part of this take.
Oh
It's
shit!
actually a part of this episode. So,
Anyways, back it up, back that thing up, real quick.
yeah,
Throw it back viciously.
always do.
Oh, damn. So,
yeah, so yeah, I got bullied when I was a little kid. I was a little chunker, and I was like quiet. I was an only child, so it was just like you know, I
At
wasn't
the
like
time.
I wasn't socialized like that,
Hmm.
and I was hanging around mostly like my family. My family was all older, so I was around adults all the time, but I wasn't around other kids.
Hmm.
And I'm like slightly autistic, so
You're not autistic.
yeah, but I could just be like, you know, hard to socialize with, I guess. So
You're not hard to socialize with. You mean when you were a kid?
yeah, when I was a
Okay.
kid, now as an adult, I have like, a better grasp.
You also talk to people that you don't want to talk to sometimes. I notice that.
What do you mean? Who? Strangers?
Like sometimes our neighbors, not like our direct neighbors, but like
See,
sometimes just like
I get
people
what you're saying.
around
Like
or
early
like
when we're
people that like, yeah, that was weird.
we're leaving, that was
Yeah.
weird because they said, "What's up to the neighbors?"
No, I say hi to the neighbors too. It's just like you have like
I know his name.
mini micro conversations and then it's like in and out and they're like they don't want to talk and you're like still talking and then
What the
and
fuck,
then
rude
they're like
ass?
kind of saying something and then
Okay, if you guys are listening, she's making it sound like I force you. She's very
no, I'm
rude.
not saying
She
that.
doesn't like to talk to people
No, I
or
just
address them by their
I'm
name.
obviously like awkward, so like I just avoid talking to people because I don't want to like keep pushing at a conversation
I don't think I was
that
pushing
I
it.
can't keep up.
What
No, I'm
the
not saying
hell?
that you can keep up with a
I'm a
conversation.
son. I can get about fucking. What are you saying right now?
I'm saying that you are talented at talking to people you don't even want to talk to.
Oh my god. Well,
I personally don't do good at that.
I think you
And no,
suck
I'm
at
just
that.
kidding.
Yeah, like you do. You're terrible at that. You're the worst at it.
It's also because I don't want to talk to people sometimes.
Yeah, because you don't know how to. So like, I
Are you saying I don't speak English?
you couldn't speak English when you were babies.
My mom says that she planted it in my memory, and now that's what I think.
Louisa.
Get over here!
She's just making all these false memories. When you were a baby, you had a club foot.
We got rid of it
You had
because we trimmed it down.
you had a snaggle tooth and
I
a.
did have snaggle teeth. I had
Oh, you did,
braces.
huh? Now you got these perfect
I
chompers.
had really ugly
I
teeth.
had a really ugly teeth.
I did.
Yeah,
I had braces 5 times. I'm just kidding.
that's why you
I
talk.
had them like 3 times
That's why she
or
talks so
twice.
slow
I
because she
don't
has
remember. I think it
braces
was
so
two
many
or three.
times.
Two. I had braces twice.
Okay, well they worked. So 2 times the charm. Yeah, I
Or
mean,
maybe it
okay,
was
so here's the
three.
thing. I saw the neighbor earlier. We saw our neighbor
I like how you're having to clarify this
because we
story.
see the neighbors earlier and they're walking in the
No,
hallway.
they said
Let me
hi
finish
and
this
you
story,
said
okay?
hi.
They didn't
Like
say hi.
you
No, they
didn't
didn't.
force the conversation, okay?
No, they didn't say hi. They didn't
You're
say
getting all crazy.
because you're talking over me and I need to establish some shit here, okay?
Established dominance.
That was dominance. Oh, oh!
Yeah.
We saw the couple with their kid. They're in the hallway. We're also leaving and we're walking behind them. And in order for me to avert the awkward like silence of both of us walking down the hallway and just saying, "Hey," and then we just continue to walk about our day like we don't see these people all the time. I just like preemptively start the conversation.
Yeah,
I
it's
say,
fine. You did a
"Hey,
good job.
Kyle, how's it going? How are you guys doing today?" And and they just give me some bullshit answer because they don't
Yeah.
want to talk, and I
Yeah.
didn't want to talk either. But I was like, "Whatever, let's make this walk down the hallway to the parking garage less painful." And then they start talking about how their daughter loves our dog and how they were in fucking in Japan and she was like petting the other dog, calling the little girl was petting another dog, calling the dog Kobe. It's
Yeah.
so cute.
That is cute. Babe,
And
I'm not saying that you force that
I'm just
conversation.
saying,
I'm saying you're good at having conversations that are like you don't even want to do. So
I didn't want to talk to them,
yeah, and I clearly didn't either.
but I just had to preemptively start it.
I don't like that guy.
What the hell? Did you say that all loud? He hears us, knocks on our
He
door.
can't hear us.
Excuse me. He works in finance.
I can get him evicted.
Oh fuck. Why don't you like him? We're talking about like our neighbors.
It's
What?
not that like I like hate him or
Well,
anything.
yeah.
It's
Why would
just
you hate
yeah, I
him?
don't even know
It's too
him.
personal.
I just like I get bad vibes from him.
Bad vibes? Like
Yeah.
what? He's a white dude with an Asian wife.
Not only that, that's your problem what you have with white guys.
Just like you just like fetishizing.
Yeah, they do that, but um and it is a thing
It
that
is a
needs to
thing.
be like acknowledged and talked about a little more often, but let's not go there.
Let's not go there.
I don't know. I just get some sense of like, it's like maybe he's a little bit, I guess from what you've told me about your conversations with him, he seems kind of jealous of us.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Jealous of us? Why the fuck would he be jealous of us?
He just seems like a miserable man, if I'm
You
being
know, he
honest.
has like a thankless job, and he works in finance. Like that's soul sucking work.
Maybe because he sees us like happy, and I always see, every time I see him, he's like miserable.
I mean, fuck, we are talking about bills last time, but he has a kid, so you know, like he has to consider
He should be happy. He has a
that
daughter.
we're paying for like a dog and us. Like we don't have to worry about a kid, so he just has a different like set of responsibilities in finance and that shit he has to deal with than us. They have a 2 bedroom, so what the hell?
I know. Crazy. I don't even know what bedroom he's in. He's in two bedroom? That
That's a
was
2 bedroom right there.
I thought it was a one.
I don't know. You work here. Anyways, um, I don't know. I
His
guess I
wife's
get
a
I get
stay
what you're
at
saying.
home. His wife's a stay at home mom.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't
let's
know any
change
of this
this
shit.
because yeah, let's
I don't
get
know these
off of
people's
this.
business.
I don't
All
even
I know
care.
is this guy's name, and I know that he talks to me, and he like always does kind of make weird observations about things he notices about me. Like he was like said some shit because he saw me walking with my guitar and my keyboard last time. Was like, you
Can you
taking?
put the mic a little
He's like,
closer
you're
to you?
taking keyboard lessons? I was like, no, no. Oh, then he was like, saw the guitar, and then he said the same thing again, like taking guitar lessons. I was like, no, like I've been playing music my whole life.
Yeah,
And he was like, I thought you did this, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, cool, have a job and also have like hobbies and stuff, you know.
yeah.
He just like trips out. He sees me with shit. He sees me like my
Sees you
camera.
like happy.
He sees me happy, like doing creative shit, or he sees me with Kobe, you know, like
Yeah, that guy's weird.
I think he's just, you know, some people just have like like
Yeah, like he hates his job so much,
he
and
probably hates his
he
job.
sees you like doing all these things, and he sees me and you just like in and out, happy and like
I think just
la di da,
the
la
way
di da di da.
yeah, like the way like my mood is externalized is different than how some people, you know, deal with their shit. Even if I'm
Yeah,
like having like a rough time, I'll still kind of be like, you know, I'll probably look like I'm okay.
happy. I don't. I
Yeah.
absolutely don't.
No, you know, you actually are terrible at covering up your when you don't feel good.
Yes,
I gotta feel pretty bad for it to be like, I mean, just be like, for it to
to
be
be
noticed.
dead.
Yeah, for it to be noticeable. But I get what you're saying. I get that vibe too. I get that vibe from a lot of our neighbors, actually, to be honest. And most people feel like that. Most people hate their job, and
They're just like, oh, why are these people happy?
most people don't like to see other happy people, especially like a happy couple, like
With a happy dog.
the happy dog,
Imagine we had a miserable dog.
like yeah, he's just getting beat.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
he's so sweet.
the
He's
neighbors
spoiled.
can't hear us beating him. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, fuck. It's just like, you know, not acting like I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, we don't have a perfect life,
No, we have a good life, and I
but
think
we have a
it
decent
it
life.
shows when our neighbors see it.
We
So
work really hard though to make sure it's decent.
yeah, I work really hard too.
I said we work really hard. Did you not hear the we part?
I work
You-
hard.
she has to throw in herself again, in case you guys didn't hear it.
I work
She's
really
all about
fucking
that.
hard. Yeah.
We
You know,
both of
actually, our
us.
neighbor directly across from us, she seems like she's actually happy.
Ooh, the tall ass white chick.
No,
Oh, this
are
one right here.
Filipinos.
Oh, I don't know.
Filipino.
I don't know what the hell their
She's
deal
on
is.
she's on a weird one too, but she seems happy
They're
with
nice.
her life.
Yeah, they seem like they're always in a decent mood.
Yeah.
But you know,
You know, the old people also down the hall are actually pretty happy and nice to us. They like us.
they love us. Every time I see them, they could be way down the hall, and they walk like like yeah.
Hello, how is your
The lady's always like,
day?
"Oh, hello, my dear." She talks like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Aw, rest
She
in peace, Robin Williams.
Yeah, she's always like trying.
Anyway, so how was your childhood?
Yeah, have you ever let me finish talking about it? Goddamn.
You talk so slow. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Bring me out the plastic. I am brand new.
Don't sing because you're gonna get the fucking episode canned.
Oh, what do you mean it's not gonna get monetized? Like, fuck. There goes our check.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
okay.
want their royalties.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the royalties. You made me think about the queen dying.
Anyway, how was your childhood?
My childhood.
Okay, so you can remember memories from 3 years old. You were under a car. You were bullied.
You keep like emphasizing the boy that's like, what's wrong with you? Like, what? Why is it the
You don't want
focus
to talk
for
about
you?
it?
No, I'm trying to, but you just like
Go
keep
ahead,
asking the same question again.
because you're not answering it.
I was trying to tell
Talk about your
you. I was trying to
bullies.
explain. Yeah, I got bullied by people.
Do you want me to talk about bullies?
Why would I want you to talk about bullies?
Makes you feel better.
You got bullied?
Mm.
I don't care. Um,
I didn't really have that many bullies,
damn, you're
but
like, just to tell you, I was making it up.
no, I mean, I had like this one girl I told you about her. She looked like
Yeah.
a man
As a child.
as a child. She had a unibrow, she had sideburns, she had
Ooh,
hair all over her.
God.
And I'm obviously hairy too.
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore. I like how you had to clear that up. You're like, just so everybody knows, she's not
She's
hairy
hairless.
anymore.
She's completely hairless.
But yeah, I was a hairy kid.
Yeah, that's
Not
what
like
I mean.
crazy, like fucking monkey, but like I have hairy arms.
You're
It's
Mexican.
my hairy arms are here to tell the tale.
They're the remnants of your hairy past.
Yeah. And so she had the audacity to make fun of my hairy arms when I was like in fourth or fifth grade.
What a bitch.
And I just remember feeling
Her
so like
unibrow?
embarrassed. Yeah.
Like, what are
And
you
I
talking
just
about?
like I hated it and like it caused me to shave my arms
Damn.
and like when I was in like middle school, I think. And
That's so much crazier than like the way boys bully each other. I
I just
shaved my
remember because it's like
arms.
I don't know, like obviously she was probably insecure of herself being so hairy
Yeah.
that she saw some other little girl that was kind of like hairy
And
too.
quiet.
And so she's like, let me make her feel insecure because this is the shit I'm insecure about.
Mm-hmm.
And she did. Like, she knew what I was insecure about.
She saw this hairy girl with little tiny eyes
And crooked teeth.
and crooked
Yeah.
teeth, big lips.
So that was like probably my only bully in elementary school.
Oh, I had a couple. I had like 2 or 3 bullies. You know, the funny thing is, like, as a teenager, I became friends with these bullies
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't remember even bullying me.
Mm-hmm.
I was little. I didn't get bullied like for very long, but it was like, kindergarten and like first grade.
Mm-hmm.
That was an important time.
Yeah.
And I also went to daycare with these same kids.
Weird.
So I would get bullied by them like all day long, basically.
You went to daycare before preschool?
I went to a preschool in Montebello, and then
I don't think I went to daycare. I think my grandma was taking care of me.
I went to a preschool, and then I went to kindergarten, and then after school, I would get picked up by the daycare service that was literally like on the same block as like the apartment we lived in.
Mm-hmm.
And it was called like Virgin Mary, like Virgin Mary something.
Okay.
And it was like 2 Indian people who owned it, and they would like take care of all the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I would get picked up by my bullies. We would go, and they would like take my Pokemon shit and fucking just like. I never forget one time they like took like my Pokemon cards and just like ripped them up.
Oh man, that
I was
sucks.
pissed. I know. I was pissed. But yeah, they used to like beat me up and shit. So because like I was getting like bullied, um, I don't know. I just got like frustrated and started just, I guess,
Fighting back?
fighting back and like acting out, being crazy.
Would they hurt you in the face?
Yeah, they would like beat me up.
Yeah.
I was a little
They
kid.
like punched you.
Yeah, they were like a year or 2 years older than me.
Man.
They would just like pull up on me in the
Why didn't they
restroom.
like you?
I don't know, probably because I was like chubby. It's
That's
easy to
right.
pick on chubby kids, and
Yeah.
I was quiet. I didn't have as much personality as I have now. It's
Yeah.
easy to pick on people when they don't have personality.
Yeah, I guess that's true, huh?
When someone doesn't have a personality and then they have like a physical attribute that's easy to point out, it's super easy to pick on them as a kid, especially. And like,
I think for me, because I was quiet and like I had little eyes and they looked like sweet,
your hair,
I think people didn't want to pick on me.
because you look like a little baby.
Yeah, they're like, I'm a monster if I pick on this little baby.
I had like a big old Lego head and big
Yeah,
ass eyes,
blockhead.
and I was like kind of chubby, and
You look like a 30-year-old man going to
I
work.
looked like Dilbert. Yeah,
Just kidding.
they would just like pick on me,
Oh,
and it didn't like last very long because then I started like, you know, I became more like socialized and started like picking up like a sense of humor and being funny and like saying weird shit. Like I realized I could get like laughs from people, you know.
people would like you if you made them laugh.
Yeah, and I just started becoming funny and just like, like got all into just trying to do that. I didn't even know how to read,
Yeah,
but I knew how to make like everyone laugh in class.
you know to talk.
I know how to talk. I started learning how to talk. I
Talk.
can I was talking. Yeah, but before that I was very like introverted.
Yeah.
And so I had to like learn how to not be introverted to like
hmm
just kind of like not get bullied. So I don't think I'm naturally an extrovert. I think it's something I've had to pick up to like to just adapt and like
Protect
and
yourself.
survive and protect
Yeah.
myself. That's why like I preemptively started that conversation with their neighbor earlier. Because the
Survive.
pressure, well, not survive, not
Survival.
that serious, but I mean like this the pressure and just like awkwardness having to deal with the awkwardness of just like walking down the hallway with this family that I feel like guilty not saying hi to someone I know their name.
Well, you can say hi to them. You don't have to keep talking to them.
I can't do that though. I can't just say, "Hey, how's it going?" and then keep walking. It's so weird. You're walking in the same direction.
Yeah, that is
It's
weird.
not like a short walk.
Yeah.
When they're walking with their kid, they're taking their time, or we're like walking right behind them,
The little girl was taking
trying to act like,
forever.
and then trying to have our
It's
conversation
like,
at the
can
same
you
time.
guys pick her up? Because she's taking so long. I know she just learned how to walk, but
She's
like,
like,
let's get it going. We got places to go.
I thought that was pick the
Acha!
fuck, I and it's like pick your kid up and get the fuck out of here, goddamn.
Yeah, why are we doing this?
Making us like trail behind
I
you,
know, and you're like making us miserable having to talk to
and they're just
you.
like, yeah, just
And you guys don't even want to talk to us.
they
So
don't,
it's
just
like,
like don't have
just
not
pick
having a
her
good
up
day.
and like at least let us go in front of you. Bye.
Yeah.
See ya. Have
So
fun with your fucking slow ass baby. Just
damn,
kidding.
what the hell? Out of context, it sounds terrible. Just slow ass baby. Um,
No,
yeah.
not like mentally slow. I mean like physically, because she walks slow.
Let's go back. Let's not talk about the slow kids, okay? Give the slow kids a break.
Be bullying the
You
kids.
used to be a slow kid.
You used to walk slow.
You used to be the slowest kid.
Yeah, I still am.
Oh. Yeah, I was,
Just kidding. I'm smart
that was
sometimes.
that was a that was my early childhood. But after that I didn't have to deal with that for very long. Like
Yes.
then I became a problem. So I
hmm
went from like being bullied to being an actual problem in class and at school, and then
Were you
I became a bully.
you were a bully at some point?
Yeah, hell yeah. I was good at it too.
You're good at being a bully?
Yeah, I was good at like bullying, but also making you still feel like, like we're still friends.
What the hell? That's shady as fuck.
No, it's not because I would just like basically like, make I just like cap on you and then still be your friend, like
That's
it,
kind of annoying.
well, because the thing was I wasn't like beating kids up. Like I wasn't
Yeah.
like give me that. I wasn't like doing that.
Mhm.
I was just like, the way like fucking dudes rag on each other, like I was already doing that like a little kid.
Hmm.
That's because like I'd be around my dad and my uncles, and they would just be doing that
You
to
know,
each
it's
other.
interesting you always mention, like, you know how dudes brag on each other, but then when I make fun of you, you get
Let
really
me tell you something,
sensitive.
okay? Women don't know how to do it.
No, and
You
you're
guys take
always
it too
saying, and then
personal.
you become sexist, and you're like, it's because women don't know how to joke, they don't know how to say things, but it's really because you're actually sensitive too,
Women don't know how to
and it
joke
just
with each
hurts more
other.
coming from
No,
a
because
woman.
like you never hear like a group of girlfriends. You never hear them like ragging on each other because they'll take it too far. You guys don't know how to do it without
I
taking it
like
too
how
far.
you make like it completely separate, as if all men know how to take.
All men, no, no, I was kidding. No, they
Like,
don't. Of
they
course
don't.
not.
So then don't make it a woman thing
It's
either.
all the one.
Women know how to joke too, and
Um,
some
um,
men don't know how to take
no,
jokes.
I don't want to
Plenty
overgeneralize
of
it.
men, trust me. I've heard so many guys and so many girls are good at actually taking jokes. And so many guys are just like, that messed up. That was me. Oh, why'd you do that? Why'd you say that? Like, shut the hell up, brat.
No, no, you're right. It's
There's
both
so many
guys
sensitive
and girls.
guys.
Yeah, there is. It depends. Yeah, I just the stereotype though, I guess is what I'm playing into then. So I'm wrong for that.
You are wrong for.
I'm wrong for that. It's not all guys because you're right. I have plenty of homies that are guys. You can't just like fucking joke on them because they
Yeah,
take it too personal or they
it's
like,
like they're sensitive about
yeah.
it.
And sometimes I take it too personal too. It depends. It all depends on like context and tone, but you know, yeah. I'm just in my experience. Usually, like
The
women,
boys, me and the boys, we know how to clown.
stupid boys, are clowns, sloppy steaks.
Yeah, so
Are you ever let me finish talking about my
no,
childhood? God
it's
damn, we
my
spent like
podcast.
an hour talking, just trying to answer one question. Um, yeah. What else do you want to know about my childhood?
You said that I interrupted you, so go ahead. Go on. Go on now, child. Baby Jesse. What was Baby Jesse like? Baby J.
I was just like obsessed with Pokemon,
Okay, and you
and
became a bully.
I became a bully. No, I didn't really become a bully like that. I don't want to like say that because that's not
You said
true.
that.
I don't.
I'm just repeating what you
I don't think I
said.
became a bully like right away. I think over time
Hmm.
I like picked up bullyisms, like like hopping on the joke right away, like point that out,
Yeah, you're quick.
make a joke about that, say that, say that, and like especially, but everyone, it was all like there was no fucking like no one was off limits, even the teachers, like everything.
Oh my God.
I would just say stupid, crazy shit and always get in trouble as a kid. I still get in trouble as an adult sometimes.
Yeah, from HR.
Make sure. Yeah, so like
They send letters home.
stupid silly. Yeah, you gotta stop saying crazy shit. Um, yeah, so like I just had to become like I had to like protect my vibe, my energy, because
Yes.
I couldn't just be like in my own head, in my
You
own
couldn't be
world.
the
I was.
introverted kid that you naturally were.
Yeah, like I wanted to just be in my head and just like
Play Pokemon.
the Pokemon, draw, like fucking. I was just like, well, at the time I couldn't read, but I was like all into like comics and stuff like that, like visual things.
Hmm.
But then once I learned to read, I was like, I was just like always had a book and like listening to music and just like always doing some ADHD shit. I'd like have like my headphones on, reading the book, and then my mom would be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, you still
I still do
do
that
things like
shit, yeah.
that.
But like that was you know, it was just adapting. It wasn't easy being a. Moved around a lot.
Hmm.
My parents were always like off and on. They were so young when they had me, and they were both uneducated. They both like didn't have good homes growing up
Did you ever
themselves.
get in trouble when you were like a bully, or did you ever get in trouble when?
I used to get in trouble because I would be getting like harassed or bullied, and then I would
Mhm.
stand up for myself, and then I'd get in trouble because I was always like,
But I mean, like, did your parents get mad at you for standing up for
no, they
yourself?
didn't, because they wanted me to stand up for myself.
Yeah,
So they like justified my behavior.
yeah.
It's because I was getting bullied, and when I started standing up for myself, I
Did
got in
your
trouble.
parents know you were getting bullied?
Yeah, they did kind of once like I was missing shit, like I go to
Yeah.
school with something I don't have it anymore.
Hmm.
Or like they'd pick me up at the daycare and they'd be like, Jesse was like, you know, getting picked on by these kids or whatever, and so my dad would get pissed, he'd be like, the hell you don't want me to be getting bullied and shit.
Yeah.
He'd be like telling me like sock kids in the mouth and shit. So like
Yeah.
I would get in trouble for like hitting kids back, or like starting a fight. Like I'll never forget in like fourth grade, there was this kid who was just like I didn't understand he had Tourette's. He had Tourette's.
Hmm.
And I didn't understand what the fuck he had. I was only in fourth grade. It would like no one was trying to teach us or tell us about,
Was
you
he
know.
twitchy?
He was really like yeah, like physically like spasms and shit.
Hmm.
The verbal stuff was not that was not like what was
That's
yeah,
stereotypical
that was not what
Tourette's.
was happening.
Yeah.
It was like him like he would get up in the middle of class and just like stand up and just like do some weird shit. Or like he would just like have weird tics and spasms that he would have, and the teacher would just be chill. So like everyone thought he was weird, because no one said
Hmm.
anything to him.
Right.
But he would always be like fucking bullying kids too, though. So like we would be standing in line in the bungalow, and like he would always just like fuck with different kids. And I know it was probably involuntary, but like one time he fucking kicked the shit out of my like my shin, like in line. He just like kicked it. And he kicked it so hard that I just got mad. My first reaction was just to sock him in the stomach.
Oh
And I
shit.
socked him so hard. Like I was like a a pretty big kid, like
Yeah.
I was not like the tallest, but I was pretty strong. Like I had like yeah.
Yes, I know you're strong. Go.
So I fucking socked him. I socked him in the stomach, and I don't even want to answer now. You ruined it. You don't
I
even want to
just
hear the story.
No, I just didn't want you to say something that you say at home.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say some fucked up shit.
It's like, please don't pause and think about if you're gonna say that.
I was gonna say it.
It's
I
like,
was gonna say I was a little. Try not to say it.
you're so sensitive, man. You're like, I don't even want to talk anymore. You're trying to rush me.
You just sound disinterested. It's so crazy when you interview everyone else. You're all like
No, I'm
journalistic.
listening to you. It's just
You're a great
like,
journalist. Everyone else.
babe,
I
I'm
quit.
asking you all these questions. Oh my God.
Anyways, I socked this kid in the stomach and I got in trouble. Like as if I started the fight. School
Yeah.
fucking kicked me in the shin.
You know what I think your thing is? That you love talking so much that you just want like the mic to yourself.
I just want to finish telling my story.
And you don't like me to like intertwine in your
You
conversations
didn't
when you
intertwine.
tell.
That's not fair. You actually were like, okay, hurry up. You're like, okay.
No, I was telling you, I just didn't want you to say.
I get it now. That's true. I shouldn't. I was. Yeah, I get why you said that. I was gonna say some shit I probably shouldn't have said, but yeah. So that shit happened all the time. I'd get fucked with. I hit someone back, and then like my parents put me in taekwondo for like 5 years because they're like, if you're gonna be like fighting, then you need to like
Fight proper.
fight, like just learn how to defend yourself, and like you don't have to stop starting fights. And I was like, not even starting fights, I was just like defending myself anyways.
Uh-huh.
So they stuck me in like martial arts to discipline me. It didn't work. It just made it worse.
You're still street fighting.
It just made it worse. Like fuck. I just did such when I think about it, I did such like aggressive, like I don't know what the word vindictive things, like when people would like wrong me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was just like an untethered kid, just like you know. And then like my teachers were just a certain way with me, so I would like respond.
Would you say you were an angry kid?
Hell yeah, I was an angry kid. I was always pissed.
You're always mad when you went to school?
I wasn't mad when I went to school. I
I
was just like,
hated going to
yeah,
school.
I hated going to school, and like I grew up going to like a lot of funerals and like losing a lot of family members, then moving, having my parents and not having my parents together, living with like my aunts or like living with random family members and shit. So it made me really like annoyed and upset to be at school when I'd rather just be at home because I didn't have stability. So I was just like, I don't want to be here at school with these like
Wait, this is when you were a kid. You were little,
elementary
elementary
school.
school?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So like through elementary school, that's how my life was pretty much
Hmm.
until
You were going to school in Alhambra.
yeah, my parents were like lying using someone else's address. We're living in Boyle Heights, and then they were like driving me every morning to Alhambra to go to school, and then they'd be late to pick me up. I'd be like waiting outside
Hmm.
like for like an hour sometimes, and then I had to go to like the principal's office and wait, because someone hasn't picked me up yet and the school's closing.
Hmm.
So shit like that I had to deal with, having young parents that worked. I don't know. I just like the way my family was, they all dealt like my situation compared to like what like my parents dealt with or other family members I had with was nothing. So like to me, it didn't feel like this was like terrible because it's not. It was just like some shit I had to deal with that probably difficult for kids, but I would see that like my family could like handle shit with humor and by just just being like talking shit and being funny. So that was just something I picked up on. And that just helped me like survive being a kid and helps me survive being an adult. So yeah, like childhood, yeah, I guess you're right. It's kind of hard to make certain things funny. I mean, there's funny moments, but that's just, when you talk about like the meat of what happened, it's not funny, I guess.
Hmm.
That's it. You're like, that's it. That's all I want to know. Just want to know if you got bullied or not.
I think my emotional battery just drained,
Yeah,
or
what
just
happened
like
to you?
my just social battery. I'm sorry.
Your social battery.
My social battery just like started going down and down and down. And also
Whoa.
because you just kept getting like annoyed of me talking, so
Oh shit.
I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna stay
I'm not
quiet.
annoyed at you talking, baby. It's just you're like cutting me off.
I know, but it's also like we're also trying to have a conversation, and you're like,
Are you gonna keep this or are you gonna cut this
no,
out?
I'm gonna have to cut this out, but I'm just saying, like, you're not trying to have a conversation, you just want to like hog the whole mic.
I didn't want to hold on. It's just you kept cutting. You took 40 minutes from you to let me finish my
Babe, that's
answer.
like that. Come on, that's a podcast.
It was
You're
one
just
question.
talking. That's great if you only need one question to talk for a whole hour.
So, anyways, that was my childhood getting bullied.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I finished answering.
Yes. Do you have any advice, recommendations, how to bully?
How to bully? Okay, so this is how you bully people. You see something, you say something.
I think that's pretty much it for the
Oh
podcast,
my
though.
gosh.
Thanks for nothing. Just
Wow.
kidding.
You're just
I
whole energy.
appreciate you, babe. Thank you so much. I'm grateful that you took the time to.
Wow, don't patronize me.
No, I'm serious. I'm just a little sleepy, but I am grateful that you were able to record with me for an hour.
This is inaudible.
Yeah,
Now inaudible.
it's not.
It's not. Not yet. That's it,
But
huh?
yeah,
All right, y'all.
that's enough.
That's enough out of you.
I am emotionally, I keep saying emotionally, I mean
You're
socially,
emotionally?
socially drained.
You seem emotionally drained too.
I think maybe I am.
You just like died out.
My battery died.
Your battery just completely died. It's so crazy. Is this your podcast or mine?
Yes, you're supposed to help me though. Keep
Well,
it alive.
you
You
know
know
this.
why? Because I get so sleepy when I'm around you.
You get way too comfortable and you just like pass out.
Yeah,
And you're like passing out trying to hold the conversation at this time of hour.
it is pretty late. Let's go to sleep.
Okay. Good night, guys.
Good night. Bye. I love you.
I love you too.